Hello class! Today we're going to learn about a very exciting time in history called the Renaissance. Let's follow along with our books chapter 8, Famous Artists and a Poet. As we read in our last chapter, the time period between the 14th and 15th centuries in Europe was called the period of rebirth or the Renaissance. This period followed the long Middle Ages full of war, extreme hunger and disease. Finally, the bad times ended and people started being interested in art and literature. During the Middle Ages, people were taught by the church that life was supposed to be hard and sad. Because of this, the paintings and statues they made usually showed people who looked unhappy and suffering in pain. Then the Renaissance began. This was a time when people started realizing that they have the right to be free, happy, and enjoy their lives. Artists began to change. Instead of showing sadness, they painted people looking beautiful and healthy. They looked back at the amazing art made by the ancient Greeks and Romans to learn how to do it. It wasn't just art. Literature had a huge impact too. Writers started writing about all sorts of interesting things, not just about church or religion. Before, most books were in a hard language called Latin, but now authors started writing in languages people actually spoke every day, like English and French. A big invention called the printing press was made. It could make many copies of a book very quickly and for very little money. Since books were now cheaper, many more people could buy them and learn how to read. This helped these new, happy ideas spread to everyone very fast. So, one of the most famous people from this time was Leonardo da Vinci. He was a master at many things. He painted, he studied science, and he invented new things. We call him a Renaissance man. That is a special name for someone talented in many different areas. You might have seen his famous paintings, the Mona Lisa and the Last Supper. Leonardo was very curious. He didn't just paint, he drew pictures and designed machines like helicopters and water pumps hundreds of years before they were actually built. Next is Michelangelo. He was great at carving statues, painting, and designing big buildings. He was very young when he became famous. Before he was even 30, he finished two of the most famous statues in the world, David and the Pietà. He also painted pictures based on Bible scenes on the giant ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. The Sistine Chapel is the most famous chapel inside the Vatican Palace. He had to stand on a high platform and bend backward for 4 years to finish it. He was also the main person who designed St. Peter's Basilica, which is one of the biggest and most beautiful churches ever made. Now let's talk about William Shakespeare. Even though most fancy books at that time were written in Latin, he chose to write his stories in English so people could enjoy them. He wrote 38 plays and many poems. Even today, people still act out his famous stories like Romeo and Juliet as well as Hamlet. Shakespeare was so clever that he made up many words and phrases we still use today, like saying someone is in a pickle. You must have heard this idiom before. One of his funniest stories is a comedy called A Midsummer Night's Dream. It's a silly story about a fairy king who plays a trick on the fairy queen using a magic flower. In the story, a fairy named Puck turns a man's head into a donkey's head. Because of the magic flower, the queen falls in love with the donkey man. It's a very funny scene. At the end, the king fixes the magic, everyone is happy, and the story ends well. That's what makes it a comedy. It has a happy ending. So this way, the Renaissance was a time of rebirth where people celebrated art, science, and the joy of being human. Hope you understood this chapter very well now. Thank you for watching.